Welcome to Empowered with Elizabeth Namofsky. Too often I've heard young people say, I want to marry a rich person because I'll have more money and a great lifestyle. First of all, that money was made by someone else, and it's actually someone else's money. So why not make your own money and be in charge of your own great lifestyle and your own great future? Today, I'm joined by Jennifer Schell, who's an associate portfolio manager, partner, and portfolio strategist at Treegrove Investment Management Inc. She's here to tell you how to build your own wealth. Thank you so much for being here, Jen. It's wonderful to see you.
Oh, thank you, Liz. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm really excited to get started talking about this subject. It's really important and it's near and dear to my heart.
And it's empowering too. So what I want to do is begin with, I spoke to a whole group of really young women who are just graduating from university. And I spoke to them and I said, do you invest? And they said, no, I don't. I don't know which app to use. So how do you start investing?
Yeah, and that's a fair question because lots of people like to invest. They're getting engaged. They see things on social media. They watch programs, with bling this, bling that, and they're seeing all of these very wealthy people who are quite young making it. However, a lot of them tend to partner up with somebody who's already made significant net worth, or they've already made wealth in some other way, maybe their trust fund or something else. And that's not the reality. The reality is that in order to create wealth for yourself, and to not be like how they are on TV, because it's unrealistic to get that way, to get very wealthy just like that. It's important to really just start, just to commit to the starting point, and just to say, you know what, today I'm going to begin my investment journey. I may not know anything. Go in with a beginner's mind. That's okay. It's not about the apps. There are so many apps, and a lot of them don't do anything for you. They're just a marketing gimmick to get you to engage with them so that they can show that they have users and et cetera, et cetera. So what you need to do is just start with any amount of money, preferably with $500, just to get you started so that it doesn't waste away with administration fees.
So what are the basics then? Okay, I've got $500. Too many people right now are suffering from FOMO, the fear of missing out, YOLO, you only live once. I want this, I want that. But the bottom line is people don't think about their future. People don't think about their retirement or even an emergency fund. So let's talk about, how do you begin? What do you need to do other than your $500?
Right. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get your own bank account under your own name. You'd be surprised how many of my clients that I've seen did not have their own bank account. It was joint with their spouse or partner, or they just didn't have one at all and they were relying on somebody else's income to get them through. Just have your own bank account. The other thing you want to do is you want to start your credit rating. And so have a credit card. You don't have to get an obscene credit card or an insane amount. You just need something to get started. And then, maybe buy a coffee or buy something, a sweater on it and pay it off at the end of the month. That will establish a credit rating for you. Very, very important for when you're looking to make a larger purchase in the future, such as a home or a car. And the other thing is just start investing. And so you're going to want to start an investment account. All you need to do is open up one investment account, start with $500, and you're on your way. And those are the basics that I'd recommend just to get your foot in the door.
So, the theme of today's show is building your own wealth, right?
Yes.
So, in a nutshell, how do you build wealth?
So wealth is comprised over two things. You have time and you have money, and it's time in the market that will give you those returns. And that's what builds wealth. And you have to be consistent. So today, you might have $500. Next month, maybe you can commit another $500. And then as you invest, you're going to be earning either interest or, appreciation of your investment, and it grows over time. But it takes time. And the more you're consistent with it and build those good habits, the greater the wealth will grow, and you won't even notice it. And it'll be spectacular. And then you'll look at your bank account one day and you'll be like, look at how far I've come. Or you'll look at your investment account, because they are two different things.
Right.
And it's important to distinguish that. And you'll be well on your way to a successful financial future.
So maybe when we come back, we can talk about the difference between a bank account
Yes.
and an investment account.